Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Amitha Balachandra. I do the 6:30 p.m. show every single day. There's an interesting topic that we're going to pick up today because it's been almost a year now since we have, and most of us have been working from home. And with the pandemic and the fact that work from home is now becoming the new normal, the question we need to be asking is what kind of an impact is this doing to our bodies physically? And there are a couple of data points that I'd like to put up before we take a deep dive into this and understand what we should be doing to adapt to this new normal. Deloitte's annual readiness report a couple of days ago that came out said that post the virus, more than a third of employees will continue to work from home. But that may not be good news because a new World Economic Forum report has also suggested that people have become less productive and more anxious, in fact, because of working from home. So, how should we be adapting? What kind of changes should we be making? How much should we exercise? How should we be even sitting? Should we consider different kind of furniture at home? All of those things we're going to be talking and asking to Dr. Satish Mundada, who is a senior orthopedic surgeon who's also a pain management specialist. He's practicing in Pune and Aurangabad. So he joins us right now. Dr. Mundada, thank you so much for joining us. My first question to you is this. What are the common recurring complaints that you're getting in from people? And has it increased over the last couple of months because of work from home?
Okay, let me introduce myself. I'm Dr. Satish Mundada. I'm senior orthopedic surgeon. And along with this, I'm doing specially orthopedic pain management specialty and treating the pains related to muscles, neck, back, knee joint, and other things. So what happened? For 6 months, I have stopped my practice, going to the practice. And when I resumed my practice, so that time I realized the initial days, in the past days, I used to have a patients whose age might be around maybe 40, beyond 40. But now, in recent times, since I resumed the practice since last 3 months, I started getting the young crowd. I am getting the crowd, especially in the Pune. You know that it's the third largest IT hub in India. So now I started getting the pain from this sector. And when I went into the details, so they all had the problem because of working from home. So what exactly happens when they work from home? That idea is to know about it. Because they are at home, they are working in a very unergonomic atmosphere. Now, what is the ergonomics? We should try to understand this particular word, where the working in a very comfortable position, in a very proper positions, and keeping your screen, especially computer screen or mobile screen, at a particular distance. These all things should be in a very optimal manners. Anything, any change, yeah, any because of any change in this particular position or posture, so you start getting, first you start getting the neck pain, and then you start getting the upper backache. Then you start getting this pain gets radiating towards your fingers because of lot of use of fingers, especially thumb. It also start getting the brunt of this wrong posture. Then the commonest problem I'm getting is a carpal tunnel syndrome. That is the because of the long working here in proper position. So we are getting the strain at this particular point, right? The where lies the median nerve, and this nerve gets compressed, and then you start getting tingling numbness in these 3.5 fingers. So this problem also definitely has increased in the young crowd, and that is again related to working from home. Then there is no proper lighting in the house, so that's why they have a difficulty in working. Then the many time at what happens when they work from the home, they sit on the couch, they sit in the wrong position, they sit in the more or relaxed position, and that is also responsible for these problems. Then there is another angle to this. In office we have a tea breaks and we have a gossips. A gossip plays a lot of important role in de-stressing us, our body. So that particular thing is lacking when you work from the home, and that is also responsible to your muscles or your mental tensions is not getting relieved, and then the even your mental tension when it is increased, it manifests through the musculoskeletal pains only.
So, doctor, if you can, tell me this, and let's take this one by one at this point. You said that a lot of people are coming up with like these recurring complaints, but let's only talk about lighting for now. You're saying that lighting plays a huge role. What should people do in that case?
Yeah, your light should be your whatever you are looking at, like you are say, looking at the computer screen. So
Hmm.
that particular screen should be illuminated properly. You should have a overhanging light over there,
Okay.
and you should not have any strain on your eyes. And ultimately, it will lead to the mental strain to read or to see whatever you are working on the screen. That is one thing. Then
Okay.
yes. Okay.
And should we take regular breaks as well? Because that's something that's also missing at home.
Yeah. Talking about the remedies on of this, the first thing you should follow a rule of a 16-15. That is, you work for a 16 minutes, 60, and
Hmm.
then you relax for a 15 minutes. You remain away from the screen for 15 minutes. You can definitely talk on the phone, but you don't look at the screen. And even if you require to see, and it is a must, and you must continue to see on the screen, then definitely you should have a proper screen time, and you should always try to close your eyes for a few minutes, 30 seconds, and again open it so that your eyes will get properly watered and you will not have a strain on your eyes.
And what about the sitting posture? Because that also plays a huge role, you said. And in terms of the kind of furniture, because obviously the kind of furniture that you get at workspaces is going to be different from what you have at home.
Definitely. So what I will suggest, you must when now must buy a ergonomic chair, a relax chair, and in that particular chair, what is you must have a neck support, then you must have a back support. These two things are very important, but if you are not buying it, then you put a small size pillow behind your back so that your back will not the space in between chair and your back will be filled with that particular thing. And same thing with the neck. When you sit like this, neck should not be remain unsupported for say for around 15-20 minutes is okay, but if you are working for 8 hours, this neck should get some support, and you should have that particular type of chair, that particular type of head on that chair.
So basically, you're saying that there should be neck and back support, and there should also be a pillow,
Yes,
preferably. But also tell us about exercise. For instance, once you've started working from home, a
yes,
lot of people say that the workload is actually increased because you're
yes, yes,
constantly working.
yes.
While we take breaks, what should the exercise regime be?
Yeah, yeah. See, even during working hours also, you should have a simple neck exercise like this. I will explain it on the screen. Ki, whenever you feel that ki now your neck has been strained, so your idea is to just look at the screen, and then you do the flexion, then you extend your neck, then you look at on your right side, then look at your left side, then you flex the neck on your left side and then again on the right side. These are all the 6 possible movements in the neck, and they should be regularly done for a 5 to 10 minutes every hour. That's my say.
And what about the other exercises? For instance, a lot of people used to go to gyms and go out running, and some people may not be comfortable going out and working out right now because of the pandemic. In that case, a lot of people would have perhaps reduced the number of hours that they spend or minutes that they spend on working out. Should that continue as is, or
Yes,
should they
right. You're right.
increase
You must
considering they're working for more hours?
to the regular exercises. In
Hmm.
the morning, you must have a sun walk, and after sun walking or regular walking, you should come at home and you should do also the back extension exercises, which will strengthen your back muscles. That I can't explain you on the screen here, But definitely a lot of videos of back extension exercises are available on the YouTube, and you should take the help of this YouTube, and those exercises should be regularly done when you are home working.
I also want to ask you this: what are the long-term effects of working from home? Because there are surveys and
Yeah, yeah,
reports talking about how that's the new normal right now, and
very.
perhaps a third of employees that a couple of reports suggested will continue to work from home, and that a lot of companies are looking at this option. So, what are the long-term effects if these
Yes,
things are
yes.
not done?
Yes, yes. What happens, I will tell you, in initial time, say for a 2, 3, 4 months, you will face only some sort of a stress or strain type of pain. Then it will get converted into the spasmodic pain. That is, the muscle will go in spasm, and then you will start getting a vibrating pain. And the pain start at one particular point, and it will have a ripple effect of the pain, and it will spread on the larger and larger and larger area, and that we call as a referred pain. Even the you have a muscle spasm here on the back, but you will may have a pain in the whole extremity. Then after this spasm, what happens this you have a multiple, you have a cervical spine disc over there. What is the disc? Between the two vertebral bodies there is one rubber cushion type of tissue, and because of improper position, because of improper exercises, this particular disc get degenerated. The water content in the disc is reduced, and because it is, then it becomes prone to sleep. And now when it sleeps, it will pinch the nerves around the spinal cord, and then you will start that getting a neuropathic pain. This is not a spasmodic pain, that is the muscle pain, but this is going to be neuropathic pain. In your neuropathic pain, you will start getting the pain right from the neck to the finger. And in few cases, you may find this pain and this tingling numbness is not going even with the exercises. That time you must seek the treatment of a pain management specialist, I will say. Then second option will be the orthopedic surgeon, and third option will be the neurophysician. And fourth option, definitely there is a physiotherapist. You should seek the medical help for this.
So when do you know when to seek medical help? Because that's an important point that you made. Because
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot of times we tend to ignore even minor strains that we get. When do you seek medical help?
Yes. So first, definitely we should try the home remedies like a hot fomentation, which relax the muscles. Then you
Hmm.
can have a simple painkillers which doesn't have side effect. And the third thing, you do a simple exercise which I explained on the screen. And fourth is, if you are not getting relief with all these remedies, then definitely it is a time you should seek the medical help, and doctor will definitely examine you. He may go for a MRI investigations. In that particular thing, we come to know about the how much disc is been slipped, or whether it is slipped or not slipped,
Hmm.
and accordingly we give the treatment.
All right. So a couple of important points that Dr. Mundada has made here. First of all, to do with lighting, there is enough information to do with exercises. For instance, lighting, make sure that you have a overhead light, you have an optimal lighting, and you don't look at the screen for too long. You said that we need to take regular breaks after 60 minutes, at least for 15 minutes, to not look at the screen at all, and also have a chair with the back and neck support. You said, you also mentioned that a pillow would also help, and that we need to do neck and back exercises. And there are YouTube videos, multiple videos online that you can refer to if you want, and you know when to seek medical help if the strain does not go away at all after doing all of this as well. Dr. Mundada, thank you so much for joining us and giving us all of the information. For viewers who
Yes,
are watching, thank you so much.
yes, yes. Thank you.